Hare Krishna to all. So thank you for joining this very, very special festival and today evening. So thank you all. We'll start with a small prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayate Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasme Shri Guruve Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Shatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today is a very, very special festival. It's called Chidadai Festival or Panihati Festival or Danda Festival. So significance of this festival is very important for us to learn as a practicing devotees. Many of you know the stories or the pastimes of Raghunathas Goswami or Nityananda Prabhu, but still for my own purification, we'll narrate this pastime today. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's first disciples, the 6 Goswamis, called Shat Goswamis, Rupa, Sanatana, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Out of which Raghunath Das Goswami is, this pastime is related to him. So Raghunath Das Goswami, from the childhood, born in a very, very rich family. Adhai Pandit is a father. He was so rich that his income is lakhs gold coins those days. We can imagine what is opulence. Today's even our multi-billionaire is not in front of them. Such a rich personality. You know, he was compared to Kubera that time. And he is the only one son. But somehow Raghunath Das Goswami is not attracted to the opulences of his father. And he had a association of Srila Haridas Thakur from the childhood. So he started chanting the holy name, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with the guidance of Haridas Thakur. And somehow he had this desire that he should meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and dedicate his life for Krishna consciousness. But his family, parents were not supportive, not keen for him to go back and take up a full-time Krishna consciousness. So happened that once he went to meet Chaitanya Prabhu, I think Shantipur, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on way to Vrindavan. So he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he expressed his desire that he want to surrender, he want to take up Krishna consciousness kind of full time. But Mahaprabhu, understanding his background, because he's a family man, only son, so he said that no, you have to go back, take care of your family. Don't surrender now, and when the right time comes, you will come back. And Mahaprabhu also said that your Markata Vairagya is not good. Markata Vairagya means Markata means monkey. Monkey's renunciation. Generally, he said that monkey, they don't wear any dress, and they stay naked under the tree or on the tree. So it's considered as a Vairagya or renunciation. But at the same time, monkeys are more kind of addicted to sex. So that kind of a vairagya don't show. So Mahaprabhu said, internally you have vairagya, but externally don't show it. So you externally behave like ordinary person, but internally become a pure devotee. So as per the Mahaprabhu's instruction, he comes back. He was married, and it said that his wife is such a beautiful lady. And as mentioned, is so much opulences his house, hundreds of servants, all the opulences were there. But somehow he was not, attracted to any of this. So it goes on. Once so happened that the local king's tax collector had come to their house to arrest his father with the allegation that the whatever the tax is collected, he has not paid full to the king. With that allegation, that tax collector came. At that time, his father, Adhai Pandit, was not there. Raghunath Das was there. Raghunath Das spoke to that person, the tax collector, and he convinced him that the whatever father has not done anything wrong. So he convinced and sent him back. So as a pure devotee, he had that all the good qualities of the communication. All those things were there. And after this, few maybe years, he left home. So he was before that he was trying to go. So sometime he ran away, but the servants of Adai Pandit will go and catch him and bring him back. So this was happening many times. So it's happening, and his mother told the father that we should bind our son. You tie him because otherwise he'll run away. So that time his father said, "What is the point in tying him when he is not attracted to the wealth and opulences like a Kubera, and he's not attracted to a wife who is most beautiful lady in the world, and he has got all the opulences, but he is not attracted. He is attracted to that Supreme Lord, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the holy name. So what is the point in binding him? So that way, he was there. And finally, one night, he runs away. That too, he doesn't take the main road. He takes the forest route. And finally, he comes to the place called Panihati, or the place where this whole festival happened, in the bank of Ganga. So that's the time Nityananda Prabhu and other associates were there, and Raghunath Das comes there. From the far only he pays obeisances, he pays namaskar to Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, just for everybody's information, of course, many will know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself who has taken the avatar in the mood of Radharani. So he is Radharani and Krishna come together. Krishna come in the mood of Radharani, and Nityananda Prabhu is Balram. So when Nityananda Prabhu and other associates were there in the bank of Ganga, Raghunath Das comes there. From the far only he pays obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu. So seeing this, some devotees told Nityananda Prabhu, "See Prabhu, the Raghunath Das has come." So Nityananda Prabhu calls out, "Hey Raghunath, come. Why are you, paying obeisance very far? You are like a thief now. You are hiding from me. You are running away from me. Come here." So he calls him, and Raghunath comes and pays obeisance again to Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu, out of causeless mercy, puts his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das and blesses him. Then he says, "Raghunath, now I caught you. I need to punish you. I'll punish you." So what is the punishment? Punishment that you should feed all the devotees here with chida and dai. Because normally in summer, that's a time in summer in that Bengal, West Bengal place. Summer, the yogurt and this, what do you call, the chida, the poa, it's kind of a very cooling. So Nityananda Prabhu said, you should feed all the devotees chida and dai. Of course, Raghunath was very, very pleased, very happy that he got an opportunity to serve the devotees. So immediately he called out his people. Of course, as we know that he's such a rich and opulent, so he sent out a message that we need so many bags of poa chida and so much dai yogurt and the milk, the curd, and condensed milk, banana, and sugar. The special type of bananas and yogurt, sugar, they mix two kind of dishes, like one little salty and other one is sweet. So this kind of a dish they prepare, and by the time thousands of people already arrived. Those days there was no WhatsApp, there was no phone, but how devotees gets a message. Thousands of sages, thousands of Brahmins, all assembled there. And it's mentioned that the people were no place to stand, and some were standing on the water, the Ganga. So and now Raghunath ordered as many, the next village from everywhere, the chida, everywhere the yogurt, banana, sugar, everything was bought, and everybody was fed two pots, one with the salty preparation, other one sweet preparation. And the first is, of course, it was offered to Nityanand Prabhu, and after Nityanand Prabhu took it, and actually there is a very nice pastime there. When Nityanand Prabhu is offered, and Nityanand Prabhu was singing and dancing, and devotees see Nityanand Prabhu is kind of feeding someone, but they cannot see. But some of the devotees saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came. So Nityananda Prabhu was feeding to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they see someone again feeding to Nityananda Prabhu. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu feeding to Nityananda Prabhu. This pastimes were happening. So they exchanged the feeding each other, singing and dancing, everybody joyfully. And then this two parts each was distributed to all this thousands of people. Everybody enjoyed this feast. So this feast is called Chida Dhai Festival, because in which Nityananda Prabhu has asked Raghunath Das to feed everybody Chida and Dhai, the poa and yogurt mixed with the banana, sugar, and condensed milk. So that's why it's called Chidadai. It's also called Danda Festival because it is kind of Nityananda Prabhu considered as a kind of a punishment to Raghunath. Of course, Raghunath Das was so pleased to offer it. So it's called Danda Festival. It's also called Panihati because the place where it happened is called Panihati. So we had a good fortune of once being visiting that particular place. So this is the pastime happened on today. So that's why this festival we celebrate, and on this day we offer this Chida and Dai preparation to Gauranitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu, and we all participate in this particular very special festival. On this festival we remember Raghunath Das, the renunciation. Raghunath Das, we can see his renunciation. Even though he had so much opulences, so much servants, so beautiful wife, he renounced everything for service of the Krishna. That is one mood. And other side, you see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu reciprocate with the devotees. So there are a few lessons we can learn from this particular pastime. One important pastime is that first and foremost, because Raghunath Das met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first, he did not go to Nityananda Prabhu first. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent him back. Because Nityanand Prabhu is Adi Guru. He is Balram, he is Adi Guru. He is from all the Guru Parampara comes from Nityanand Prabhu or Balram. So we cannot go to Krishna without Guru. So that's the first lesson we should understand. So that is the message Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath. Don't come to me, you go to Guru Nityananda first. So when he went to Nityananda Prabhu, then he had a opportunity to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and of course all the pastime happened later. So for us, we cannot, or we may not have the qualification to reach Krishna directly. So that's why we have to always go to Guru first. So our Guru Parampara is representation of Nityananda Prabhu. We have to approach our spiritual master with the spiritual master blessings, with the spiritual mercy, the Guru Parampara, we can reach Radharani and Radharani to Krishna. So this is the first lesson here given in this particular pastime. And the next pastime is that our wealth and opulences are kind of useless for, because we cannot advance spiritually in the, because Kunti Maharani says, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Sribihi. These four things who has possesses, they are unfortunate. Janma, the high birth, the big families, Aishwarya, wealth, and Shruta, the intelligence, Sribihi, the beauty or handsome. All these four who has possesses, they are unfortunate, because when people have this, the naturally tendency to forget Krishna, because we are mad about our own opulences. If somebody is rich and he is very happy, or somebody is very beauty, so many followers, thousands of followers, we see the film actor, actress, right? So they are everywhere, they glorified, so they forget Krishna. So Chamunti Maharaj says, Akinchana Gochara, who will Krishna will come? Who has lost everything, who forgot, has nothing. For them, Krishna will come. I think another 3 minutes will disconnect. Please connect back. So this is how the Krishna will come. Here, the second lesson is that all our opulences are useless when a material, the spiritual progress. If you want spiritual progress, we should take up complete surrender. With that only we can go back to Krishna. And another lesson is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives that we cannot renounce abruptly. So when the family is there, we need to take care of family. The parent services that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave few other services. Like Gopal Bhatt, another Goswami wanted to come. He said, no, you stay with your parents. After the parents leave, then you come back. So similarly, Raghunath also, he said, go back, take care of family, be with the family. So abruptly, renunciation is not the practice of Krishna. Of course, being within the family, we can practice together as family and we can progress in a bhakti. So taking care of family is also required. So we cannot just renounce and go and stay in the temple. So, and also Mahaprabhu gives the false renunciation. The Markata Vairagya says that's also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't recommend. So we should be internally cleansed, internally purified. Externally putting big tilak or dhoti kurta doesn't make me pure. That is just show bottle. That my show bottle, Krishna will not attract. Krishna will attract only when my heart gets cleansed, my anarthas in the heart gets cleansed, kama krodha mada matsara, they get cleansed, only Krishna will attract. Krishna, who is in Paramatma, is my heart, he will be comfortable only when this anarthas get out of. So this can happen only when we sincerely and with pure mind chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sincere chanting will cleanse this. And of course, reading Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and associating the devotees. And finally, serve the Vaishnavas. This is another message that Nityananda Prabhu gives, that feed, serve Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas happy means your progress in the bhakti. And at the same time, you offend the Vaishnava, your progress is gone. So we should not offend any Vaishnava. We should always serve Vaishnava. Given opportunity, we should serve the Vaishnava. So these are the few lessons we learned from this Raghunathas pastimes. So Raghunathas, one of the great Goswami, who known for renunciation, and he used to, even at the last in Jagannath Puri also, it's mentioned that he used to eat the rice which is thrown out of, and from there he will wash and eat few rices. So such an renunciant person. And once Mahaprabhu came and saw that's what eating, Mahaprabhu took something from that ate and he said, this is the best food ever ate. Because the mood of Raghunath was so much that, so much love for Krishna, and he renounced everything. So that's one lesson we also learn in our life. Give up material things, engage everything in Krishna service. So these are the few lessons, and with this I'll stop here. Any questions after the break? We'll come back. Raghunadas Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Panihati festival ki jai. Chiradhai festival ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki